The Somerset Patriots would like to recognize the Morris Generals 11U travel baseball team, an elite youth baseball travel baseball team out of Mendham. The Generals have had a very busy and successful summer since May. They've won 5 of 7 regional tournaments: the Mariano Rivera Baseball Tournament, Bridgewater Memorial Day Baseball Tournament, Elite Championship Tournament Baseball On Deck Classic, the Easton Independence Day Turf War, and the Can of Corn Clash Tournament Champions. Congratulations to the Morris Generals.
Yeah, you don't need to wait for me to come back. Yeah, after we let it breathe a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to TD Bank Ballpark, the jewel of the Atlantic League. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to TD Bank Ballpark for tonight's ball game between the Long Island Ducks and your Somerset Patriots. Patriots would like to thank tonight's game sponsor, Life Bank USA, a Celgene company. They are the sponsors of tonight's post-game fireworks show. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to grab your scorecards and fill out today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Long Island Ducks. Leading off, number 24, the center fielder, Phelan Lentini. Batting second, the third baseman, number 25, Brendan Harris. Hitting third, number 20, the DH, Lou Ford. Batting cleanup and playing left field, number 13, Adam Bailey. Hitting fifth, number 2, second baseman, Cody Puckett. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 29, Evan Crawford. Hitting seventh, number 22, the first baseman, Joash Brodin. Batting eighth and catching, number 23, Jan Vasquez. And batting ninth, number 12, the shortstop, Dan Lyons. On the mound this evening for Long Island, number 7, John Brownell. Kevin Baez is the manager of the Long Island Ducks. And now, the starting lineup for your Somerset Patriots. Leading off, number 13, the designated hitter, Jeff Dominguez. Batting second and playing left field, number 91, Aaron Eggleston. Batting third, number 5, right fielder, Ty Wright. Batting cleanup and playing third base, number 15, Corey Smith. Hitting fifth, number 2, the center fielder, Luis Montanez. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 10, Brian Bardin. Batting seventh, number 26, the catcher, Kevin Kotch. Hitting eighth, the shortstop, number 12, Edwin Masonette. And batting ninth, number 1, second baseman, Scott Kelly. On the mound this evening for the Patriots, wearing number 31, Matt Zielinski. Coaching staff for your Somerset Patriots, Corey Donnell is the pitching coach. Shane Spencer is the hitting and third base coach. And the manager of your Somerset Patriots, number 29, Brett Jody. All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Let's welcome to the field everybody's big dog. Here's Sparky. Joining Sparky on the field, his best friend, Slidey. today's first pitch ceremony. And your on-field host.
Oh, hey, Sparky. Well, no, I'm fine. Nothing's wrong. No, real Spark. I'm fine. Nothing's wrong. I'm okay. You see right through me, Sparky. I have been feeling kind of sad today. Well, the thing is, right, like, I love going to Somerset Patriots games. It's awesome. It's the best. I love seeing all the people, and I love cheering for the Patriots. It's where I feel most like myself. It's where I feel most alive. But when I'm not at a Patriots game, I feel pretty sad. You know, I feel useless. Like, I don't have a purpose. Whoa, Spark, you know I don't like computers, right? What's this, Somerset Patriots Media Network? Whoa! Oh, that's awesome! Do you mean I can watch all these shows about the Patriots? And I can even catch live games? And all I gotta do is type in spn.tv? And I'll even work on this mystical device right here? Oh man, that's awesome! I could watch this all day. Woo!
First pitch cranked to deep right center field. The 1-2, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Hit to deep left field. Going back is Finnick. Warning track wall. Gone. Strike three. Got him on the changeup. The 1-0. This ball is gone. Off the scoreboard. Patriots win. Somerset. Hello, Patriot fans. A beautiful day for baseball from TD Bank Ballpark, the jewel of the Atlantic League. It's Thursday, August 28, 2014. Should be a great night. Series finale between the Long Island Ducks and your Somerset Patriots. We've got fireworks after the game. And before the game, Brett Jody, he's really bolstered his roster. He's added a lot of pieces in place for the playoff run, which starts in a couple weeks. One of the newcomers that's coming back, Aaron Eggleston. I had a chance to catch up with Eggy before tonight's game. Well, Aaron, welcome back to Somerset. What does it mean to be back for an organization for the second straight year?
Man, it's good to be back. I mean, left for a while, left for a month or so to go to Mexico, but we won the first half and anxious to get back with my teammates and miss these guys.
You spent the last few weeks in Mexico. What was that experience like in the Mexican League?
It was an experience, to say the least. I mean, they do a little things different out there, but it's good to come back to a good organization that treats you well and knows how to do the things right.
When you were in Mexico, were you able to listen to some Somerset Patriot games, follow on the standings on your iPhone or anything like that?
I was able to check the box scores. I wasn't able to really listen to the games because the Wi-Fi wasn't that good, but I was able to check the box scores and check up and see how these guys are doing.
Is the food better in the States than it is in Mexico?
The Mexican food is a lot better out there, more authentic. But other than that, I didn't really venture off to too many different spots to eat.
Was it good to see your teammates and the coaching staff right when you walked through the door? Did you feel really welcome with ease?
Well, I haven't seen everybody yet. I've only seen a couple guys, but yeah, so far, everyone's been welcoming back to me so far.
And what's the mindset these last couple weeks heading into the postseason, which starts September 24th?
I mean, we're already in the postseason, so I guess the main point is you just want to get everyone healthy, and get everyone ready for the the first day of the playoffs.
Great stuff from the always jovial Aaron Eggleston. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups. We'll have first pitch. We'll have baseball right here on SPN.TV. Live from TD Bank Ballpark in lovely Bridgewater, New Jersey, SPN.TV proudly presents another production of Somerset Patriots Baseball. As tonight, your Somerset Patriots host the two-time reigning Atlantic League champion Long Island Ducks in the final game of this three-game midweek set featuring these Liberty Division foes. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me on this gorgeous Thursday evening, August 28, 2014. I'm the voice of the Somerset Patriots, Justin Ansel, an exclusive broadcast here on SPN.TV. No WCTC tonight due to the Rutgers season opener is there in Washington State. Kickoff begins at 10 o'clock. Pregame coverage on CTC begins at 8:30. But here on ESPN.TV, it's all about the Somerset Patriots. They're in salvage mode tonight. They've lost the first 2 games of this 3-game set, losing 7-1 on Tuesday, 6-1 on Wednesday. They're trying to bounce back. They're trying to avoid just their second sweep the entire season. It'll be a good pitching matchup for you tonight, as it will be the lefty Matt Zielinski for the Somerset Patriots. The All-Star is 9-7, 3.49 ERA. He'll be going up against the righty John Brunell, last year's Championship Series MVP, 12-8, 3.73 ERA. The Ducks right now, they've been handling Somerset very well. 2 weeks ago, they swept Somerset. Last weekend, Somerset did take 3 of 4 against the Flock. But since the off day on Monday, Somerset has given up 13 runs and 27 hits. They have not been able to contain the best offense in the Atlantic League. The Long Island Ducks have the best team batting average in the Atlantic League. They've scored the most runs, and they've stolen the second most bases. It's a very good offensive squad, and it's up to Matt Zielinski to shut down this team. And Zielinski picked up just his second win in his last 9 starts in his last outing against the Long Island Ducks. So he's hoping to replicate that success 6 days later. For Somerset, this is the final game of a mini 3-game homestand. They will begin an 8-game road trip tomorrow night, 4 in York and then 4 in Lancaster. Hottest hitter for the Somerset Patriots right now, Corey Smith. He is in the midst of a season-high 15-game hitting streak. As you heard on the ESPN.TV pregame show, Aaron Eggleston has rejoined the team. That is a big-time addition. Aaron spent the last 2 months in the Mexican League. Aaron hitting .278, a homer, and 18 RBI. This team welcomes him back with open arms. They also signed Josh Lowy out of the Mexican League. He led the Atlantic League in ERA last year. He'll toe the rubber tomorrow night in the series opener against York. And Somerset has also added Roy Merritt from Taiwan. Merritt, of course, was an integral impact for the Somerset Patriots the last 2 years. He was with the team in spring training. Then right before spring training, he had his contract purchased by a team in Taiwan. But the Taiwanese season is over, so he's back with the Patriots as well. So Somerset made 3 roster moves today to bolster their roster. They're tuning things up final couple weeks of the regular season. And then serious September baseball begins Wednesday, September 24th. Well, this game's on ESPN.TV. That means Somerset is due for a victory. The Patriots are 13-3 when ESPN.TV broadcast a game. Zielinski and his teammates have just taken the field. That means the Long Island Ducks will get up on the top step of the dugout down the third base line. Gorgeous evening for baseball, 75 degrees and pleasant. We've only had 1 tarp pull the entire month of August here at TD Bank Ballpark. That's how splendid the weather has been here in Central Jersey. So everybody's going to rise. We're going to send it down to the field for the singing of the national anthem right now here at TD Bank Ballpark.
As our honor guard today are all the groups joining us for Scout Night, ringing the infield. Have a nice hand for all the scouts. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we will have a pre-game song followed by our national anthem. Founded in 2013 by Gabriel Cordero, the dynamic Community Fellowship Mass Choir has 100 members between singers and musicians, and they've performed in several places around our community of Franklin Township. On Thursday, July 3rd, the choir will be singing at the Franklin Township Independence Day celebration. More information about the choir at the MGM Missions trip table at the entrance of the stadium. Today they are supporting the Community Baptist Church of Somerset and their mission to the Dominican Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, the Community Fellowship Mass Choir. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, Jennifer Cridge.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave?
So how about that? We're in for a treat. We get God Bless America and the national anthem. Great stuff down in the field here at TD Bank Ballpark. So we're just about ready for baseball series finale between the Long Island Ducks and Somerset Patriots. Somerset there in salvage mode, the Ducks there in sweep mode. It's time to meet the starting lineups. First for the visiting Long Island Ducks, led by fourth-year skipper Kevin Baez. Leading off, Ellen Lentini in center field. Batting second, Brennan Harris at third base. Hitting third, Lou Ford at DH. Cleaning up, Adam Bailey in left field. Batting fifth, Cody Puckett at second base. Batting sixth, Evan Crawford in right field. And 7, 8, 9, respectively, Joash Brodin at first base, Jan Vasquez at catcher, and Dan Lyons at shortstop rounds out the order. These 9 gentlemen will be facing the all-star southpaw starter, Matt Zielinski, 6'3", 200-pound, 26-year-old from Southampton, Pennsylvania. Throws the 4-seam fastball, the 2-seam. He's got a good curveball and a changeup as well. On the season, 22 games, 19 starts, 3.49 ERA. That ERA is good for 9th best mark in the Atlantic League. He has a 9-7 record, 126.1 innings logged, 122 hits surrendered, so a hit per inning, 76 strikeouts, 30 walks, a 2.5 to 1 strikeout to walk ratio, which is ideal, and opponents are hitting a shade above 250 against him, 251 to be exact. Here's the defense will be playing behind Matt Zielinski this evening. Left to right in the outfield, Aaron Eggleston, Luis Montanez, Ty Wright. Left to right over the diamond, Corey Smith, Edwin Masonette, Scott Kelly, Brian Bardon. The battery mate of Matt Zielinski is Kevin Kotch. This is Aaron Eggleston's first game since July 13th. He left right after the All-Star break to go to the Mexican League for 2 weeks. For 2 months, excuse me, and now he's back and better than ever. He's going to help this team finish on a high note in the regular season and gear up for that 6th Atlantic League Championship. There you see Eggy warming up. He's got the neon yellow cleats. He's all excited to be back in the States. I don't think they sell those neon yellow cleats in Mexico. So he is pumped up to be back with this team. He was in great spirits. He received big hugs from his teammates and the coaching staff when he walked through the door right before BP today. Gorgeous weather for baseball. We've got a fireworks show after this one as well. Somerset Patriots trying to avoid just their second sweep of the entire season. The Ducks are 10-9 against Somerset this season, and the all-time series is pretty much dead even. It's 142 to 140. Somerset leads the all-time series. Well, digging in is Felent Lentini. He has the second most hits in the Atlantic League with 154. Only his teammate Lou Ford has more hits with 155. This is a Ducks offense that can swing a wooden stick. First 2 games, they've totaled 13 runs and 27 hits, as they've won 7-1 and 6-1 respectively. Matt Zielinski's looking to get Somerset back on track. First pitch is in for a called strike. It's officially go time at 7:12 p.m. Eastern Time. We are underway from the jewel of the Atlantic League. You want to keep Lentini off the bases. He has the second most steals in the Atlantic League with 42, and he's never been caught stealing this year, and he's 37 years old. Sports the sports goggles when he hits. 1-1 count here to Lentini. And he pokes this one to shallow center field. On the run is Luis Montanez, and he makes a running catch. 3 pitches, 1 out. Top of the first inning. We're scoreless. This will bring up Brendan Harris, who had 3 hits and 2 RBI in the series opening 7-1 win for the Long Island Ducks. Matt Zielinski this season against the Long Island Ducks, 2-1 in 4 games and 3 starts with a 3.98 ERA against the Flock. He was the starting pitcher at the All-Star game. He has had a really impressive year as a 26-year-old. This is his first year in the Atlantic League. He's doing well playing with the big boys. He spent the last 3 years in the Frontier League, which is a good league, but it's not the caliber the Atlantic League is. This ball sawed off down the right field line, foul. Count 0-1 to Brendan Harris. Zielinski, to show you how much he's dedicated to playing for Somerset, he commutes an hour to and an hour back each day home. He lives in another state. He lives in Southampton, Pennsylvania, and he commutes to Bridgewater, New Jersey, just to play for the Somerset Patriots. This is a guy who, to be quite frank, wasn't guaranteed a spot out of spring training. He had to earn a spot on the 25-man roster opening day. He began the year as a reliever. Gary Moran was ineffective early on. He took Moran's spot in the rotation, and the rest is history. He's done a really nice job. Fastball away. 1-2 count here to Brendan Harris, hitting .289, 6 homers, 40 RBI. Leads the team in walks with 54. That's why he's hitting at the top of the order. That's 54 walks, good for 4th best mark in the Atlantic League. A very patient hitter. Fastball upstairs, count 2-2. Harris is one of 5 ex-big leaguers in the Long Island Ducks. The Patriots, they have 8 ex-big leaguers, so of the 50 active players in this game, 13 of them were once in the show. The 2-2 is poked down the right field line. Emergency hack right there by Harris. Harris has always been a guy more known for his defense than his offense. I mean, that's why he was in the big leagues from 04 to 2010, and then again last year with the Angels. Because of his defense. The 2-2. Low and in, 3-2. Harris was once traded for Matt Garza in a deal. He was once traded for Nomar Garcia-Parr. He's been a valuable commodity. He's been around so long. He played for the Montreal Expos in 2004. The payoff pitch. Ground ball through the left side for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Scoreless top of the first. And this will bring up Lou Ford, who had not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 hits last night to extend his hitting streak to 12 games. Lou Ford has been sensational this season. An ex-big leaguer with the Twins from 03 to 07, then with the Orioles in 2012. He's putting up MVP-type numbers. I think there are 5 MVP candidates in the Atlantic League: Corey Smith, John Hunton, Cole Garner, Justin Green, and Lou Ford. He leads the Atlantic League in hits with 155. He has the most doubles in the Atlantic League at 34. First pitch to the 38-year-old righty is knee-high for a strike, count 0-1. What can Ford do for you? Well, Ford can do everything for you. I mean, he's amongst Triple Crown leaders. 344 average, second best in the league, tied for second in RBI, 13 homers, 78 RBI, fastball up. Did he go? No, he did not. Umpires for you this evening. It's Freddie DeJesus at first base, Dave Speranza at third base, and Joe Cruz behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on first. Top of the first, we're scoreless. Z from the set. Kicks, fires. In for a called strike. Count 1-2. This is an awkward schedule. This is the 7th straight time these two teams have met. And these two teams have met 10 times in a 13-game span after they did not meet for 2.5 months. Very odd scheduling in the Atlantic League this season. This is the last meeting in the regular season between these two squads. Low and in, count 2-2. They could meet in the playoffs just like they did last year when the Ducks bested the Patriots 3-2 in that thrilling championship series. That championship series was interesting because the team who scored first in all 5 of those games in the playoffs last year in the championship series between the Flock and the Pats lost. 5 come from behind victories. Harris has a big lead over at first. He's not going. The 2-2 is upstairs, count 3-2. I think they're going to send Brendan Harris here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. I think Harris will be going. The Ducks converted 2 successful hit-and-runs last night, part of their 6-1 victory. Let's see if Harris goes here. Ford's the guy who can put the ball in play. He's on the move, the 3-2. He grounds this one on the third base line. Weakly, it trickles foul at the last moment.
Somerset County Recycling is at the ballpark.
This is a Ducks team that likes to steal. They have 104 steals as an offense. That's second most in the Atlantic League amongst all 8 squads. They're going to put pressure on you. And you look at this Ducks team, it's hard to comprehend how they're 22 and 25 in the second half and 62 and 54 overall. Meanwhile, the Patriots, they're 27 and 20 in the second half, 74 and 43 overall. The Patriots begin the evening 5 games up on the Ducks in the second half Liberty Division race. This is a big swing game. Somerset wins, they're 6 up. Somerset loses, they're only 4 up. And after this, there are only 23 games left in the season. They just threw over to check on Harris, nothing doing. I do think Harris will be on the move as soon as Zielinski releases his baseball. They're going to throw on him again. And Zeke can pay a lot of attention to Harris. The problem is when you get so preoccupied with the runner at first, you're more susceptible to making a mistake pitch to Lou Ford. And Lou Ford lives off mistake pitches. He's a career .331 hitter in the Atlantic League in 5 years. Harris starts, stops. He's on the move. It's a hit and run fouled on the right field line. So Harris got bailed out there that ball was a foul ball. He got a late jump. If Lou Ford swung on and missed, that could have been a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Perfect weather this evening. Yeah, 287 running parallel left field wall. The train tracks, they're on north to New York City parallel to the right field wall. Gorgeous. Fireworks after this game. Payoff pitch, Harris on the move again. This ball's fouled down the right field line. Brodin giving it a look. It goes out of play. Harris may need some oxygen over at first. He's been on the move 3 different times after 3 foul balls from Lou Ford. And Ford is putting up a good at bat here. This Duck team can swing it. On deck is Adam Bailey, who hit 2 homers against Somerset on Sunday. And he's tied for second in the Atlantic League in RBI with 78. Lou Ford has 78 as well. It's pick your poison with this 3-4 combo of Ford and Bailey. I mean, Bill Hall's on the bench for the Ducks. That's how dominant their offense is. Harris on the move again. This ball is skied in the infield. Harris quickly has to retreat to first. It's Scott Kelly who makes the catch. 2 outs, runner on first, scoreless top of the first inning. How about this stat? The Ducks have scored in the first inning 5 consecutive games. And when you can score in the first inning, it just sets the tone for the game, and it gives your pitcher some breathing room and a little cushion to work with. Here's Adam Bailey, just having a Renaissance-type season. 17 homers, tied for second most RBI in the league at 78. This is a guy who struck out the 4th most times in the Atlantic League last year, and he's really bounced back to have a strong 2014 campaign. He is the lone lefty in the lineup against Zielinski. And they throw over and check on Harris, nothing doing. They do have a shift on for Bailey. The shortstop, Edwin Masonette's playing behind the second base bag, and you can see the third baseman, Corey Smith, is playing at shortstop. Corey Smith must feel like he's at Piscataway High School. That was when he was a stud shortstop. This ball is ripped through the right side for a base hit. He smacks it through the teeth of the shift. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, and the Ducks are threatening here. Here comes Cody Puckett, who's had a stagnant series. He's 0 for 9 in the series with an RBI sac fly. From Apple Valley, California, Cody Puckett at the plate. And Puckett, he quietly has the 5th most hits in the Atlantic League. The Ducks have 3 players in the top 5 in the Atlantic League in hits. Puckett, 5th most. Lentini, 2nd most. Ford, most. They have 3 players in the top 10 in batting average. They have 2 players in the top 5 in RBI. Fastball away, count 1-0. There's not one easy out of this Duck lineup. Puckett hitting .285, 8 homers, 67 RBIs, peaked at the AAA level with the White Sox and Reds organization. 2 on, 2 out, the 1-0. Popped up, shallow left field, coming in as Aaron Eggleston. His first start in 2 months in the Atlantic League. He makes the catch, gets some action early as Zielinski survives unscathed through 1/2 inning of play. It's none for the Ducks. The Patriots, they're coming to bat right here on ESPN.TV.
When my son needed a children's hospital, I wanted the best, leading pediatric specialists. right-sized technology, and a campus where they don't just practice medicine, they teach it. A place where nurses set the standard for award-winning care and children are treated as more than just patients. I'm grateful I found everything he needed at Rutgers Robert Wood Johnson Medical School and the Bristol Myers Squibb Children's Hospital at Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital.
Kids are our only specialty.
Everybody loves coupons. Now you can save money every day. Watch your mailbox for the big red, white, and blue Money Mailer envelope. Inside, you'll find valuable coupons to save lots of money on things you use every day. In the Money Mailer envelope, you'll find savings from your favorite local restaurants, plus savings on auto care and home repairs. Save on picture framing, house cleaning, hair care, tanning, massage, eye care, and more. There are even more money-saving coupons online. Visit moneymailer.com. Start saving now. To advertise, call 1-800-MAILER-1. 1-800-MAILER-1.
Open 7 days a week, 24-hour service. WellmanHomeServices.com is the website, and the phone number is 888-WELTMAN. Visit NJ.com, the #1 source for news and information about New Jersey and our communities, from our schools to our streets, our city halls, high school sports and pro sports, small news, big news, True Jersey all the time at NJ.com. Home half of the first we go, we're scoreless. Let's meet the starting lineup for your homestanding Somerset Patriots, led by second-year skipper Brett Jody. Leading off, Jeff Dominguez at DH, hitting second Aaron Eggleston in left field, batting third Ty Wright in right field. Cleaning up Corey Smith at third base, hitting fifth Luis Montanez in center field, batting sixth Brian Brodin at first base, and 7, 8, 9 respectively Kevin Kotch at catcher, Edwin Masonette at shortstop, and Scott Kelly the second baseman rounds out the order. These 9 gentlemen will be facing the righty hurler and the staff ace for the Long Island Ducks, John Brunell, 6'3", 215-pounder from Norman, Oklahoma. He's 31 years old, 12-8 on the season, 3.73 ERA. This will be his 25th start, 166.2 innings pitched, 163 hits allowed, 116 Ks, 49 walks, and opponents are only hitting .257 against Brunell. Let's quickly go through the defense playing behind Brunell this evening. Left to right in the outfield, Bailey, Lentini, Crawford. Left to right on the diamond, Harris, Lyons, Puckett, Brodin. And the batter made of the aforementioned John Brunell is Jan Vasquez. Brunell has been the Ducks' open night starter each of the last 2 seasons. He was the Championship Series MVP last year, as he won Games 1 and Games 5 against Somerset in that thrilling Championship Series. Here's Jeff Dominguez DHing this evening. He takes a called strike, count 0-1. Jeff is the only switch hitter in the Somerset lineup. He'll obviously bat lefty against a righty Brunell. The 0-1. Low and in, count 1-1. Jeff has 2 home runs this season. One of them occurred against the Long Island Ducks this past weekend. He's hitting .255 with 15 ribbies. Can spray the ball to all fields. The 1-1. He drops down a bunt. It trickles foul on the third base line. Jeff's come down to earth a little bit. He got off to such a hot start when he signed July 18th with Somerset that the law of averages told you he was just bound to cool down. But he provides some good stability up the middle. He's getting a half night off just DHing. He's DHing for the first time all season. The 1-2. And he golfs this one to shallow right center field for a base hit. Good piece of 2-strike hitting by Jeff Dominguez, shoring up his swing and poked that ball in shallow right center field. The leadoff man's aboard. Scoreless bottom 1. And here comes Aaron Eggleston, who will receive a nice ovation from this capacity crowd. This is his first start with the Patriots since July 13th. He missed the last 2 months as he went to the Mexican League south of the border. And he's using the same walk-up song, Fancy by Iggy Azalea. So Eggy still vibing to a little Iggy. Righty pitcher, lefty batter. And Eggleston drops down a bunt. It's going to go foul on the third base line. It's good to see Eggleston back, though. He's a fan favorite. This guy was an all-star last year, put up solid numbers this season. 278, a homer, and 18 RBI. He got off to a dreadful start this year. He was 5 for his first 50 to start the season. When you dig yourself in that big of a hole, it's hard to get your average up. But he's hitting at 278. He once had an 8-game hitting streak in June. He's a consistent hitter. He's an ideal 2-hole guy. Fastball away, count 1-1. And you see that a lot in the Atlantic League. Guys begin the year in the Atlantic League, then go to Mexico for various reasons. then come back during the playoff push. Dominguez gets a great jump, fastball high, and he'll steal second without a throw. Wow. Dominguez threw the ball, and Dominguez bolted for second, and Brunell had yet to even lift his leg off the rubber. Oh, Brunell could have picked him off. He had just stepped off. That is the 11th steal in 12 attempts for Jeff Dominguez this season. So just like that, you have a runner in scoring position, nobody out. Eggleston's job right now, pull the ball to the right side, get Domo over to third, with one out. It'll be a 2-1 here to Eggleston. He takes a ball low just below the knees, and the count is 3-1. A fastball count for a good fastball hitter. Eggleston only hit .217 in Mexico. Hitting .278 in the Atlantic League. The 33-year-old grounds one to shortstop, fielded by Lyons, looks back the runner, who goes to third anyways. Eggleston is out on the putout. It is a productive out for Aaron Eggleston. He'll get some hugs and hand pounds from his teammates in the dugout. He does his job as the runner goes to third. Good base running by Dominguez. Despite the fact the ball was hit in front of him, he was still able to advance to third. I presume the infield will play back here. You know, first inning, you'll give up a run for an out. Here comes Ty Wright. This guy hits 300 with runners in scoring position. Shane Spencer was just talking things over with Dominguez over at third. Probably telling him about the arms of the outfielders. Domo runs well. And Spencer is aggressive coach in third. Well, here's Ty Wright. He's third in the team in homers, third in the team in RBI. First pitch. Fastball up and away, count 1-0. You can hit homers off John Brunell. Brunell has surrendered 21 home runs. That is second most in the Atlantic League. Here's Wright's numbers, 266, 9, and 50. That's his slash line. The 1-0. Low and away, count 2-0. John Brunell is one of these workhorses. I mean, he's guaranteed to go at least 120 pitches every outing. Last year in a playoff game, he threw 146 pitches. He's just a workhorse. You can throw away the pitch count clicker when Brunell pitches. He's like the Eric Arneson of the Somerset Patriots. He's going to go deep in games. The 2-0 is grounded foul behind home plate. Count 2-1. So Somerset is looking to draw first blood here. Somerset's been playing catch-up a lot lately as the Ducks have scored. Before tonight's game, they had scored in the first inning 5 consecutive games, which puts your offense behind the 8 ball. And you're not going to get many opportunities against Brunell. I mean, you need to cash in right here. Runner on third, 1 out. Scoreless bottom of the first. Need a productive out. The 2-1. In for a called strike, count 2-2. Ty Wright's in the midst of a 5-game hitting streak. His longest hitting streak of the season was a 13-game hitting streak done from June 1st to June 15th. In college, he had a 35-game hitting streak at Oklahoma State. That was the Big 12 record for most consecutive games with at least 1 hit. The 2-2. This ball is served up the middle for a base hit. It's an RBI single for Ty Wright. He unties this game. It's 1-0 Patriots lead as Somerset draws first blood here in the first inning. Good piece of 2-strike hitting by Ty Wright to extend his hitting streak to 6 games. 51st ribby for Ty Wright this season. So Somerset is on the board against the staff ace for the Ducks, John Brunell. Speaking of hitting streaks, Corey Smith, number 15, he has a 15-game hitting streak. Corey Smith is the cleanup hitter, and the cleanup hitter is brought to you by Raritan Building Services Corporation. Corey Smith has a 14-game hitting streak and a 15-game hitting streak this season. Ty Wright has to be amped up right now, modest lead over at first. Long set for Brunell from the third base side of the slab, and this ball is poked down the right field line foul. Count 0-1. Oh, what a season Corey Smith's having. He hit .269 last year. He is hitting .305 this season, 36 points higher. 12 homers for Smith, 66 RBI. He has the 8th most RBI in the Atlantic League. He's second in the team in home runs. The 0-1. Breaking ball inside, count 1-1. He's healthy, lost a little bit of weight in the offseason. Hard to comprehend the fact that this guy contemplated retiring at the end of last year. Having a sensational 2014 campaign. In my humble opinion, he's one of the 5 MVP candidates in the league. The 1-1. found in the netting behind home plate, 1 and 2. Because when you think about the Somerset Patriots lineup, think about all the middle of the order players this team has lost. They've lost guys like Wilson and Eggleston, Widlansky and Martinez Esteve. They lost Dennis Raven early on. Donaghy's been banged up the second half of the season. But the two mainstays in the middle of the order are Corey Smith and the man on deck, Luis Montanez, and they deserve a lot of praise. The 1-2's upstairs, count 2-2. And they need this team healthy come postseason time, particularly a guy like Corey Smith. And you have to give a guy like Brett Jody a lot of credit. He's been DHing Corey Smith more often this year because he knows that he needs the big fella healthy come Wednesday, September 24th, game 1 of the postseason. It'll be a 2-2 here to Smith. Runner on first, 1 out. Patriots lead 1-0. This ball's foul behind home plate. We'll do it again. Good crowd on hand here. Fireworks night. You know, today's just a great night in Central Jersey. You got a Patriots game at 7 o'clock, fireworks right after the game. You come home, you can watch the end of the Rutgers football game. This is what being in Central Jersey is all about. Patriots and Rutgers. The 2-2 to the pride of Piscataway, Corey Smith, slider away, count 3-2. Corey Smith did not go to college. He was a first-round draft pick, 26th overall in the year 2000. He probably, obviously, could have gone to Rutgers if he wanted to. He said he was a verbal commit to the University of Miami, but he elected to take the money as an 18-year-old. The 3-2, let's see if they send Wright here. He's on the move. This ball is stroked into right center field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. Hitting streak balloons to 16 for Corey Smith. Ty Wright's rounding third. He is going to head home. He will score that a throw. It's an RBI double for Corey Smith, his 30th double of the season, and the Patriots lead 2-0 here in the first. Smith has the 4th most doubles in the Atlantic League. That was his 67th RBI. He's just having a great year. An unbelievable year. 16-game hitting streak for Corey Smith. And Wright was able to score on that because he was going in motion in the payoff pitch. So I love the call to send right there by Jody and Spencer. So team leading 67th RBI of the season for Corey Smith. Still just 1 out, 2-0 Somerset lead. So Somerset scored 2 runs the first 18 innings of this series. In this game alone, they have 2 runs through a third of an inning. The offense has come alive in this series finale. First pitch in for a called strike to Montanez, who leads the team in homers with 14. 10th most RBI in the league at 63, hitting .280. He's in the midst of a 5-game hitting streak. It'll be an 0-1. Outside, count 1-1. Monty homered off John Burnell 6 days ago at Bethpage Ballpark. Luis has 2 home runs in his last 5 games. And prior to these 5 games, he only had 2 homers in his last 6 weeks. Grounds this one up the middle, off the glove of Cody Puckett. It ricochets into shallow center field. It'll be an RBI single for Luis Montanez. Somerset pouring it on early. They're up 3-0 here in the first. Back-to-back-to-back base knocks for the Somerset Patriots, result in 3 runs. Single, productive ground out, RBI single, RBI double, RBI single.
Batting 6, number 10, the first baseman, Brian Bardin.
And here comes Brian Bardin. You know Zielinski has to love this run support. Vasquez now has a mound visit here with John Brunell. I mean, John Brunell is a workhorse. He comes into this game with the most complete games in the Atlantic League with 5. No one else has more than 2. First in innings pitched. Tied for first in wins. And he's getting roughed up here early. Top 15 in the league in ERA. And they need Brunell to go deep in this game. They used 5 innings out of their bullpen last night. Slider away, count 1-0. And Somerset needs as many runs as they can get because the Ducks statistically have the best offense in the Atlantic League. So the more the merrier at this point. Bardin hitting .232, 6 homers, 24 RBI. You'd like to see that average go up a little bit. But he's had some productive hits and some quality hits. That's a fastball that skips away from Vasquez. Via wild pitch, Montanez will motor into second. So nothing's going right here for the Long Island Ducks. Balls are going off the glove of defenders. catchers are unable to pick balls in the dirt. Good day to get some cotton candy. What do you like, pink or blue there? He's going to give the girl the pink one, and the guy's going to get the blue one. That's fitting. 2-0 count here to Brodin. In for a called strike, count 2-1. So we're in for a long game here. You may catch the fourth quarter of the Rutgers game tonight. It'll be a 2-1 here to Brodin. It's almost 40 minutes into this game. We're not even through the first inning. Grounder to third, fielded by Harris, and now Montanez is going to try and run into third, and he is going to make it safely. Wow! Everything going right for the Somerset Patriots. There's a grounder to third base, and Harris tried to tag out Montanez, and Montanez beat him to the bag. Why not just take the sure out at first base if you're Brendan Harris? So Montanez challenging the Ducks, as the Ducks are clearly rattled right now. That'll be a fielder's choice for Brian Brodin. Min on the corners, 1 out. 3-0, Patriots lead the Ducks. And here comes Kevin Kotch, the number 7 hitter in this order. There's Rutgers. Big Ten this year for Rutgers. Not a conference game to open things up, but they're in Washington State tonight. This ball is grounded to third, fielded by Harris. This could be 2. 5-4-3, double play. 4 runs and 3 hits, though, lead to a 3-0 Patriots lead through 1 inning of play. Top of the second we go, right here exclusively on ESPN.TV.
Hey there, can I help you?
Sorry. Hi. We need a new family plan.
How about 10 gigs of data to share and unlimited talk and text?
Oh, 10 gigs sounds pretty good. Yeah, really good.
And for a family of 4, it's $160 a month.
What? Get out of here.
Sorry, are we still doing the whisper thing, or?
Oh, sorry. Yes. We'll take it.
Introducing our best ever family pricing. For instance, a family of 4 gets 10 gigs of data with unlimited talk and text for $160 a month, only from AT&T.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
The second inning is brought to you by Somerville Aluminum, full-service home remodeling. Servicing New Jersey since 1950. Visit our new state-of-the-art showroom at 20 County Line Road in Branchburg for all your home remodeling needs. Do your project once, go with the pro, Somerville Aluminum. Call them at 908-725-8401 or go to www.somervillealuminum.com. Weltman Health Quest, fitness, sports, family, wellness, and community. That's Health Quest, the official sponsor of the Somerset Patriots since 1998. Well, a very eventful first inning for the Somerset Patriots. They tally 4 hits and 3 runs to take an early field goal lead. It will be Crawford, Brodin, and Vasquez due up here in the top of the second. This capacity crowd is smiling ear to ear. Their Patriots are on top. It's Somerset's first lead in the series. So now Zielinski needs a shutdown inning here. His team just spotted him with a 3-0 lead here in the second. And he's got to get this offense back out to home plate while they're hot. Do not give the Ducks any sort of life. Just pound the zone right now, and he does right there. Count 0-1 to Crawford, hitting .421 in 12 starts. No homers and 3 RBI. Went to Indiana University, where he was a marketing major. In for a called strike, count 0-2. So speaking of the Big Ten, we're talking about Rutgers being in the Big Ten. Indiana is one of Rutgers' Big Ten foes. Indiana's got a good baseball program. Went to the College World Series 2 years ago. The 0-2 to Crawford. Fisted in the right field line. We'll do it again. Indiana's always been more known for its basketball, though. Tom Crean's really revitalized that program at Assembly Hall. They were great in the Bobby Knight era in the 80s and 90s. The 0-2. Fisted in the right field line. And a lucky fan makes the catch. 0-2 count here to Evan Crawford. 3-0 Somerset leads, thanks to RBI hits from Smith, Wright, and Montanez. It'll be an 0-2. Fouled in any behind home plate. We'll do it again. See some Little League teams are out tonight. Yeah, you play a game at about 5 o'clock, you're done playing, you come over to a Patriots game, see some more baseball. If you want to get better, you learn from the pros like the Somerset Patriots. Fly ball in the shallow center field. This will drop in for a base hit. So good piece of hitting on an 0-2 count by Evan Crawford, and the leadoff man's aboard. It's time for the Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships upcoming events calendar, as Joash Brodin will stroll to the plate. Brodin had 2 homers in the series opener. This is the final game, mini 3-game homestand for Somerset. They're going to hit the road for 8 straight. It's a non-stop 8-game road trip. 4 in York and a wraparound set Friday through Monday. Friday and Saturday at 6:30. Sunday and Monday at 5 o'clock. Monday a 5 o'clock Labor Day start. In for a called strike count 0-1. Then Somerset will have a doubleheader in Lancaster starting at 6 o'clock on Tuesday. And then 7 o'clock Wednesday, 7 o'clock Thursday. And they'll be back home for a weekend set with York next weekend. So 8 straight on the road, and we're going straight from York to Lancaster. We're not coming home, which makes sense. There's about a 20-minute drive from York to Lancaster, so there's no point of coming back to New Jersey just to go back to the same area that you just were in. So hopefully the guys have some big enough suitcases to pack for 8 days. It'll be an 0-1 here to Brodin. The switch hitter bats from the right side against the lefty Zielinski. This ball is fouled. Just to the right of my booth here. And the count is 0-2. That's going to be a tough series. I mean, York's already going to the playoffs. Lancaster is fighting for their playoff lives. This is a tough schedule here for Somerset. The 0-2 low and in, count 1-2. You don't get to beat up on the Camdens and Southern Marylands and Bridgeport during this stretch. I mean, you're playing some quality playoff opponents. And the other division, in the Freedom Division, it's so bunched up. You have 4 teams separated by just a game and a half. It'll be a 1-2 to Brodin. Crawford's on the move. It's a hit and run. Served on the right field line. Foul. We'll do it again. I could see why Baez would put the hit and run on for Brodin right now. Brodin leads the team in double plays hit into with 17. Baez is one of those skippers who happens to coach third base when his team's hitting like they are right now. You see that often here in the Atlantic League. It'll be a 1-2 to Brodin. A communications major from the College of Charleston takes a fastball upstairs. Count levels 2-2. Patriots are guided by first-year skipper Brad Jody, right on the edge of the dugout, relaying the signs, adjacent to Johnny Tucker, the vocal leader of the team. Jody's one of those guys, he's always going to stay in the dugout, unless Spencer gets ejected. They don't have to coach third. No, they had Crawford picked off, but he just gets back in time. Crawford was leaning, but he scurried back to first just in time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. Long set for Matt Zielinski. The All-Star will check on Evan Crawford again. Nothing doing. Tell you a little bit more about Matt Zielinski. He went to Richmond for his undergraduate tenure. Went undrafted out of undergrad. He said, all right, I got to go back to school. Let's go to Westchester University in Pennsylvania for graduate school, get my degree. Still wasn't drafted. Fastball away. Throw to second is going to be not in time. It'll be a 3-2 counter to Brodin. Give Crawford a stolen base. That takes away the double play threat. So the Ducks are trying to chip away at the deficit. They have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Zielinski has a career 3.57 ERA in the minors. This guy's been a good pitcher. It'll be a payoff pitch to Brodin. Blooper right to third base, caught by Corey Smith. Staying at second is Crawford. Good ups by Corey Smith, using his 6'2" frame to sky for that baseball and snag it. Little broken bat blooper into the infield, caught by Corey Smith, using those ups of his. Good stuff from Corey Smith. Getting it done with the bat and the glove this year. I mean, We talk so much about this guy's bat. He has a 14-game hitting streak, now a 16-game hitting streak. You forget how agile he is with the glove at the hot corner. Third base, tough position to play. He's done a great job. One out runner on second. Here's Jan Vasquez. In for a called strike, count 0-1. Vasquez has seen a lot more playing time as of late because Brandon Bance had been on the sidelines with concussion-like symptoms. Vasquez began the year with Camden, then was traded to Long Island in mid-May for Ryan Stribbe. And they glance over to check on Crawford, nothing doing. Zielinski working from the first base side of the rubber, sets deals. Ripped down the right field line, opposite way foul, count 0-2. Vasquez, light hitting catcher, 210, 2 homers, 16 RBI. He's just 23 years old. It'll be an 0-2. Here to Vasquez. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Good cut fastball thrown by Zielinski. So 2 outs, runner on second, 1 out away from a shutdown inning here. And this will bring up the number 9 hitter, Dan Lyons. Zielinski's had a lot of big-time moments this year. I mean, one, for him to just make the team for the Somerset Patriots, which is a big moment. He gets to pitch in front of capacity crowds. I'm sure he didn't get to do this in the Frontier League. He got the win on Father's Day with his father and grandfather in attendance. He outdueled Tracy McGrady when McGrady made his professional baseball debut back on May 10th at Constellation Field. He was the winning pitcher when Jody tallied his 100th career victory as skipper. He started the All-Star game at Constellation Field. And he's one of the youngest members of the team. He's been a sponge in that clubhouse, just absorbing a lot of info from the savvy veterans that are around him. It'll be a 1-0 to Lyons, the 2012 Championship Series MVP, the 1-0. Called a strike, paints the outside corner. 1-1 count here to Lyons from Rochester, Minnesota. I'm sure he likes this hot weather here in central Jersey this past week. Yesterday and the day before, it was scorching out. Today, it's a bit more mild and pleasant at 75 degrees. Swing and a miss, count 1-2. Zielinski throwing 89 miles per hour according to the radar gun in right center field. It'll be a 1-2 here to Lyons. Zielinski looking for a shutdown inning after his team armed him with a 3-0 lead last half inning. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts in the top of the second. Through an inning and a half, 3-0 Patriots lead right here exclusively on ESPN.TV.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
For comprehensive eye examinations, contact lenses, and eyeglasses, call 908-685-0794 for the Bridgewater Optometrist in Pearl Vision. When you want to rock your cut on your schedule, just call your favorite Supercuts. We've got a call-ahead service like a backstage pass in the waiting list before you even come in. It's called Supercall. Check out supercuts.com to find your nearest Supercuts location to rock the cut. wherever you want. Super cuts, a cut above the rest. The man by Aloe Bach is playing. No, Colin Kaepernick is not batting. It's Edwin Masonette, number 8 hitter in this order. Patriots lead 3-0. 7 batters and 4 hits for Somerset in the first inning. We'll see how they can match that here in the second. They lead 3-0. First pitch to Meso is in for a called strike. Count 0-1. So much delicious food options here. You got ice cream, pizza, the fresh grill, popcorn, Dippin' Dots. The food here at TD Bank Ballpark really underrated. Great concessions in the first and third base lines. Look at the sky, beautiful horizon beyond the first base line. Slider away, count 1-2. And it being fireworks tonight, it's going to bring a lot of fans to the ballpark. As Meso hits this one hard to his counterpart at shortstop. Fielding a hop by Lyons. Throw in the dirt is low, but it's picked by Brodin, and there's 1 out. Here comes Scott Kelly. Kelly has struggled against the Long Island Ducks. He has not enjoyed this Empire State versus Garden State showdown too much. He's just 2 for 21 against Flock pitching this season. And with Masonette back in the mix, Kelly's not going to be playing every day, but they like his energy. They like his attitude. Hitting 188, no homers, 9 RBI. And he's going to, play to give guys some rest. Like tonight, he's going to play second so Dominguez can get a half night off. Maybe one night he'll play shortstop so Masonette can get a half night off. Even played a little bit of outfield on Tuesday night in the series opener. When Harold Check came in to pitch, Somerset was short on players, so he volunteered to play a little right field. The 0-1. And he hits this one to shortstop on a few hops. Lyons takes his time, throw to first. And there's 2 away. So this inning going much better for Brunell than it did in the first. 3-0 Patriots lead, 2 outs in the home half of the second. And here comes Jeff Dominguez, who started things off with a single into shallow right center field. That single jump-started that 3-run, 4-hit first inning rally. That's the difference in this contest on getaway day. First pitch, low and away. Count 1-0 here to Dominguez. 27 years old from Puerto Rico. Peaked at the AAA level with the Marlins organization. High chopper up the middle. This may squeak through for a base hit, and it does. A seeing eye single up the gut for Jeff Dominguez. He's enjoying this DH duty tonight. He's 2 for 2. I mean, he is on pace to go 9 for 9. We're in the second inning. He's 2 for 2. Sparky and Slider, our great mascots, are mingling with some fans, signing autographs, taking some photos. If you take a photo with Sparky and Slider, you got to tag them on Facebook. I think Sparky and Slider even have their own Facebook accounts and their own Twitter accounts. It's amazing what mascots can do nowadays. They're all over social media. Throw over to check on Dominguez, nothing doing. Wouldn't be a bad time to steal here if you're Dominguez. If you get caught stealing, well, then you have Eggleston to lead off the next half inning, and Eggleston kind of serves as the leadoff hitter. Dominguez already has a steal this evening. He has 11 steals in 12 attempts, and Brunell is really preoccupied with Dominguez. He's thinking like me here. He realizes that Jeff is a threat to go. I wouldn't be surprised if they did a pitch out sometime during the sequence. Jeff has a big lead. I mean, right where the divot is, that's where his lead is. Breaking ball in for a called strike, count 0-1. Aaron Eggleston chopped to short his first time up. It was his first at bat with Somerset since July 13th. Spent the last 2 weeks in Mexico. The 0-1. Throw over to check on the runner, nothing doing. If you missed our pregame interview with Aggie, he was the spotlight right before first pitch. I had a chance to talk to him. I asked him, how is the food in Mexico compared to the food in the States? He said, everything in the States is better except the Mexican food in Mexico is better. Count 0-2. I don't know. I think America has pretty good Mexican food. I mean, I'm all over Chipotle Mexican Grill. I don't need an authentic cuisine to please my appetite. Moe's Southwestern Grill. Dominguez is picked off. Oh, my goodness. They had him picked off. He was halfway to first base, then he decided to come back to first. He was halfway to second base, then he decided to come back to first. If Brunell had just thrown over to Brodin, he would have been picked off. It'll be an 0-2 to Eggleston. Dominguez not going this time. It's a fastball called strike 3. Eggy down looking. Through 2, 3-0 Patriots lead right here exclusively on SPN.TV.
They're looking for a sweetheart. So Sparky, he's got the prize pack here from Massage Envy Spa of Hillsborough, Flemington, Princeton, and Robbinsville, Piazza Orsillo in Somerset, and the Comfort Inn Suites. So Sparky, do you see a sweetheart? I think we have one. What's your name? We have Sarah. Sarah, where are you from?
Bridgewater.
All right, Sarah from Bridgewater. She is going to take home gift certificates to Massage Envy Spa, Piazza Orsillo in Somerset, and the Comfort Inn Suites, also in Somerset. How about a hand for Sarah, everybody? Tonight's sweetheart of the game. Moving from the sweetheart, we now have our New Jersey Lottery Lucky Row. I'm also here in section 107, and what do we have here? Row H. You guys are my lucky row. So we have some scratch-off tickets here for you. Only those 18 and older are allowed to play. Take one down, take one and pass the rest down. But you guys are our New Jersey Lottery lucky row.
Really short on staff. All the interns have left to go back to school, so he's volunteered to be the on-field host. Zielinski's throwing his warm-up pitches.
Play the New Jersey Lottery and give your dreams a chance.
And we just established our New Jersey Lottery lucky row. Zielinski's thrown his 6 warm-up pitches. Remember, the new pace of play rules state you're only allowed 6 warm-up pitches in between half innings instead of the customary 8 that you would see at various other leagues in the big leagues. So Zielinski is done warming up. Digging in will be Fela Lentini, who's second in the league in hits with 154. He flew out to center field his first time up. It is the top of the 3rd inning. The Patriots lead 3-0. It's time for the Nissan scoreboard update, brought to you by Nissan, innovation that excites. Choose Nissan.com. Lancaster Bridgeport scoreless in the 4th inning from Clipper Magazine Stadium. Sharks crushing the Skeeters 6-0 in the 3rd inning from Campbell's Field. Crabs up 1-0 on the Rebs in the top of the 3rd in Waldorf, Maryland. Happy college football opening night to everybody across the country. If a game is played on the SEC network, but nobody's able to watch it, does it still count? That's my philosophy. Texas A&M's at South Carolina tonight. Aggies are crushing the Gamecocks 31-14 at the half. Post Johnny Manziel era, led by Kenny Hill. That game's on the SEC network. Zielinski went to Richmond University. It's not a great football school. Fastball away, count 1-0. Although Todd McShay did go to Richmond University. He knows the most about college football. He knows more about college football than anyone else, and he went to Richmond. So did Matt Zielinski. So there's your college football tie with Big Z. It'll be a 1-2 to Lentini here. Nobody out, nobody on. 3-0. Patriots lead top of the 3rd. We'll get you set on some more scores. Rutgers will play Washington State tonight at 10 o'clock right here on WCTC. Or usually on WCTC. No CTC broadcast tonight. Fly ball on the right, caught by Ty Wright in fair territory. 1 away. But tonight you've got Ole Miss and Boise State.
Then use the hashtag #GetPatriotic on Twitter and Instagram to share your experience.
Big game this weekend's probably Clemson, Georgia. That's probably your most marquee name. Miami, Louisville should be a good one. And Major League Baseball scores for you. The Yankees lost a rubber match 3-2 to the Tigers. Avila hit a walk-off RBI single in an afternoon game at Comerica Park. Braves up 1-0 in the Mets in the 4th inning. And the Phillies are idle tonight. So that is your Nissan scoreboard update. We'll do that again in the top of the 6th. 3-0 Patriots lead, 1 out, nobody on. Z's retired 4 in a row. Trying to make it 5 in a row with Brendan Harris, who has a 1-ball, 1-strike, 1-out count. Harris single through the left side, his first time up. Long set for Z. Z's been working a lot with Corey Dommel and Brett Jody in the side sessions to try and get himself back into form. This ball's grounded short, backhanded by Masonette. Off balance throw to first, picked by Brodin, unable to be made. Good job of backing up by Kevin Kotch to keep that ball from going in the camera well. That has to be a base hit, I would hope. That's a tough play from Masonette. Official score, we're going to wait for the official scoring call here. That is a base hit. I do agree with that. So how about Brennan Harris? He has 6 hits in this series. Masonette's one of the best defensive shortstops in the Atlantic League, but that was a tough play right there. He realized who was running in Harris. He backed into that ball in the hole. He did not even have time to do a Derek Jeter jump throw. He just had to sling that ball across his body. Here's Lou Ford. What can Ford do for you? Hopefully into a double play and in this threat. Ford trying to extend his hitting streak to 13 ball games. Ford's absolutely on fire right now. He's hitting .475 in his last 10 ball games with 9 RBI. And the ball is literally like a beach ball when it leaves the pitcher's hand. Ford is making hitting way too easy right now. It's not supposed to be like this. If it was, then everybody would be playing baseball. Zielinski steps off. 3-0 Patriots lead, top of the third. If you get Ford up, then Bailey would be on deck. Bailey's tied for third most homers in the Atlantic League with 17. Fastball inside, count 2-0. Ford had 4 hits yesterday. Excuse me, 3 of them off David Harden. Long set for Zielinski. In for a called strike, count 2-1. Zielinski's 2 favorite pro sports teams, the Flyers and the Eagles. There you see Bailey on deck. He had a multi-homer game on Sunday. He's having a renaissance season. You do not want him up with representing the tying run. Fastball away, count 3-1. You know, tonight's a lot of teams are playing the 4th game of the preseason tonight. That means the NFL is right around the corner. It's hard to believe Labor Day is this coming weekend. Then football will begin next week. NFL I'm talking about. This ball stroked into deep center field. Monty going back. He makes the catch. Holding it first is Harris. 2 outs. But things are always better when football is upon us. So here's Adam Bailey. So even if he does hit a home run, Somerset would still have the lead. But Zielinski looks extremely strong. He's coming off a strong outing in his last start. 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. Only 1 of them was earned. Prior to his last start in Long Island, he had lost 3 straight decisions. Coming into the start, he only has 2 wins in his last 9 outings. Part of that's because he has not received some run support that he would like. But if Zielinski can win this ball game, he would have 10 wins, and he would be tied with Gary Moran for most wins in the team at 10. How about Gary Moran? What a season he's had. The last time Gary Moran lost a game, you got to go back to June 5th. The World Cup had not even started. He's 17. The Patriots are 17-3 when Gary Moran starts a ball game. He's not lost in 14 straight outings. It'll be a 1-0 here to Bailey. In for a called strike. Count 1-1. Bailey hitting .305, 17 homers, and 78 RBI. Top 10 in the Atlantic League in batting average, homers, and RBI. Just a tremendous year for the 26-year-old who began his college tenure at Arizona State. Then he transferred to Nebraska. Nebraska opens up with FAU this weekend. We'll see how Bo Pelini's squad fares this coming year. 10 years ago, it was all about Nebraska football, and Tom Osborne was the head coach out there. Eric Crouch won the Heisman. But Nebraska's had some down years since. It'll be a 1-2 here to Bailey. 2 outs, runner on first. Tying run in the on-deck circle. Bailey, the lone lefty in the lineup against the tough southpaw in Zielinski. This ball is fisted to right field. Wright's right there. Wright makes the catch in right. Threat over. Through 2.5. 3-0. Somerset leads Long Island. You're watching exclusive coverage of Somerset Patriots baseball right here on SPN.TV.
the gold standard in healthcare. Morristown Medical Center. Top 50 hospital in the nation. U.S. News and World Report. Ranked #1 hospital by New Jersey doctors. Inside Jersey Magazine. Hospital of the Year. NJ Biz. Morristown Medical Center. The gold standard in healthcare.
Winning. Extreme winning. Winning. Extreme winning. Play the New Jersey Lottery X Games and multiply your cash prize 5, 10, 20, even 50 times with a top prize of $1 million. Now that's extreme winning. Get your tickets today and give your dreams a chance.
All right, she's going to switch. So here's the shirt. Let's see what you would have worn in number 3.
We know you got to rock your style from Monday morning to Sunday night. That's why Supercuts open 7 days a week. Your sketch was our priority, so we're open most evenings. No appointments necessary. Check out supercuts.com to find your nearest Supercuts to rock the cut wherever you want. Supercuts, the cut above the rest. True & Associates is sponsored the lawn scene here at the ballpark. At True & Associates, you'll find more than a wide variety of competitive insurance products. You'll find people understand your needs. True & Associates, a team of licensed professionals who care about their clients. Well, we head to the bottom of the third inning. Patriots hold a 3-0 lead. Fans are enjoying the lawn seating area. Even mascots are enjoying the lawn seating area with the beach chairs down the left field line near our picnic area. Beautiful night to lay out on the grass, enjoy our all-you-can-eat picnic buffet area. Patriots leading 3-0 thanks to an RBI single from Ty Wright, who's at the plate right now. He had one of 3 RBI hits in that 3-run first inning for Somerset. He, along with Montanez and Smith, tallied ribbies. The 0-1, breaking ball high, count 1-1 here to Ty. With that base knock, Ty Wright extended his hitting streak to 6 ball games. You know, it's funny. In college, Ty Wright had a 35-game hitting streak at Oklahoma State. And that 35-game hitting streak isn't even the longest hitting streak in school history. The longest was 58 by Robin Ventura, also a fellow Oklahoma State Cowboy. And while Ty went to Oklahoma State, John Brunell, the pitcher, went to the University of Oklahoma. So this is a fierce rivalry right here between Brunell and Ty Wright. Brunell being a Sooner and Wright being a Cowboy. John Brunell was drafted in the 27th round by the Phillies in 2006 out of OU, the 2-2. Check swing fouled on the first baseline. Hard to believe a guy like Brunell has only peaked at the single-A level. He's won 2 championships with the Ducks in 2012 and 2013. This guy's a workhorse. He's been the opening night starter the last 2 seasons. Good ball player. This ball's fisted into shallow left field, backpedaling his Lyons. The quick-footed shortstop makes the catch, and there's one away. Here's Corey Smith, who extended his hitting streak to 16 games with an RBI double back in the first inning. The longest hitting streak in Somerset history, trying to look that up, it was 27 games done by Bill Hall. So Corey Smith, he's getting there. Bill Hall did that in 2005. Ground ball to first, fielded by Brodin. He'll step in the bag, 2 outs. From August 11th to August 10th in 2005, Bill Hall had a 27-game hitting streak. Now, this Bill Hall is not related to the Long Island Ducks Bill Hall, just ironic they had the same name. Corey Smith needs 11 more hits to tie, 11 more games to tie that up. Here's Montanez. He had an RBI single, which made the score 3-0 in the first, and that's where we stand right now here in the home half of the third. Fastball away, count 1-0. Monty, like Wright, extended his hitting streak to 6 games. He's really playing well. The 1-0. In for a called strike, 1-1. And what you love about Montanez is this guy's so even-keeled and mild-mannered. You can see him on the bus after a game. He could go 0 for 4 with the golden sombrero. He could hit for the cycle, and he would have the same demeanor. You couldn't tell. His attitude is always the same, and that's why he's been successful since being a first-round draft pick in the year 2000. Because this is a game of failure. And if you let every pop-up or error or miscue get to you and get to your head, you're going to be flustered, and it's going to have a domino effect on your season. This guy's able to forget bad things. He's not going to get too high after the best of moments. He's not going to get too low when he does poorly. The rare times that he does do poorly, he's just a consummate pro. In the big leagues from 2008 to 2011, spending time with the Cubs and Orioles. He's one of 114 baseball players to ever homer in their first ever Major League Baseball at bat. And that shows you how calm this guy is. Imagine your first ever big league at bat and you hit a home run. I guess it's all downhill from there. The 2-2 can't get much better than that. Slider away, count 3-2 here to Montanez. Fans laying out the lawn sitting area. This is kind of the last unofficial weekend of summer. Labor Day kind of is the unofficial beginning of fall. And how about Montanez? He's 2 for 2, a broken bat single up the middle. He owns John Brunell. He homered off Brunell last week, and now he's 2 for 2 off Brownie tonight. So Somerset has at least had 1 hit in each of the first 3 innings thus far. And here comes Brodin. Well, there you see the Trune Associates. They really are the sponsor of the lawn sitting area. If you don't believe me, there's the sign. Here's Brodin. First pitch is in for a called strike. Count 0-1. Brodin has brought his West Coast swag here to the East Coast. Born in California, went to school at Oregon State. Resides in Scottsdale, Arizona. Now he's playing in Central Jersey. Weak grounder to short, fielded by Lyons. He'll go the short way to second for the fielder's choice to end the inning. We're a third of the way through this contest. Somerset holds a 3-0 lead. You're watching exclusive coverage of Somerset Patriots baseball right here on SPN.TV.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
Up on the video board, we want to welcome Camp Harmony to the game.
Visit Alpine Business Systems at www.alpinebiz.com. Alpine Business Systems, the official IT provider of the Somerset Patriots. The Somerset Patriots are going to the postseason for the second time in as many years, and we want you to get your playoff tickets by stopping at our box office that's open Monday through Friday and on game days during the weekends, or you can purchase tickets online at somersetpatriots.com. Home opener for the postseason is Friday, September 26th at 7:05 p.m. Top of the fourth inning, a third of the way through this contest. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for Long Island. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Somerset. I am Justin Answell, as this broadcast is exclusively on SPN.TV this evening. No radio simulcast due to the Rutgers football opener, which will kick off in less than 2 hours on the West Coast in Washington State against the Cougars. Fastball up, count 1-0 to Puckett. Puckett's 0 for 10 in the series, really struggling. The 1-0. In for a called strike, count 1-1. Well, Zielinski's doing what he's supposed to do. He was armed with an early lead. Now he just has to attack the zone, trust his defense. This ball is blooped into right center field for a base hit. Look, you can live with those type of hits. Fisting it out to right center field was Puckett. You just don't want to walk people. You want to work quickly, keep the defense on the toes instead of their heels.
Right fielder, number 29, Evan Crawford.
Z will operate from the stretch right now. Here's Evan Crawford. Tough to double up this guy. This is just his 13th start with the Long Island Ducks this season. Was acquired earlier this month from the Frontier League. Fastball away, count 1-0. And all teams across the Atlantic League, they're going to retool their roster this final month of the season in anticipation for a postseason run. With the Mexican League ending, you're going to see a lot of teams add some stars. Somerset's already added guys like Aaron Eggleston and Josh Lowy. The Ducks could get back Randy Ruiz. Lancaster's already got him back Blake Galen. Southern Maryland got back Steve Moss. Fly ball to deep center field. Drifting back is Montanez. At the warning track, he makes the catch. He dropped the ball. Oh, he dropped the ball. And stopping at third is going to be Puckett. Montanez had it, then he dropped it. Is Jody going to come out and possibly say that Montanez dropped it on the transfer, or is there going to be no argument? That is an E8 on Montanez. He did the hard part by camping under the ball. I didn't even think he'd get to the baseball. He got to the baseball. He just couldn't squeeze it. So an E8 by Montanez, who's used to playing right field, a rare start in center field for Montanez, and he drops the ball. So runners on second and third, nobody out. Wow. Could have had a runner on first, 1 out. Now you have second and third, nobody out. Patriots clinging to a 3-0 lead. But the Ducks are threatening. First pitch to Brodin is low, count 1-0. Infield's going to play back. You'll give up a run in exchange for an out right now. Brodin's job, he'd love to hit the ball to second base, because then you could not only score a run, but you could move Crawford to third with 1 out. This ball is fouled behind home plate. Not enough hang time for Kotch to make the catch. 1-1 count. Adam Donahue, he's on the disabled list with a left big toe contusion. So Kevin Kotch is going to get some playing time, splitting time with Damaso Espino, and Espino's been raking. But you have to keep Espino fresh. And it looks like Brodin broke his bat. He's going to get some new lumber. But that's a big loss for Somerset to lose Adam Donahue. Nothing against Kevin Kotch, but Donahue's just having a renaissance 2014 season. This year, Don already has more home runs than he did all of last year. He has more RBI than he did all of last year. There you see in the middle of your screen Josh Lowy hanging against the rail. He'll start tomorrow night. He was just signed from the Mexican League today. He was 7-5 in Mexico with a 4.11 ERA in 20 starts. Good pitcher. He led the Atlantic League in ERA last year, 2.89. He's welcome back with open arms. He's the identical twin brother of Jason Lowy, the stellar 8th inning guy. How about those bloodlines? All right, Brodin gets himself a new bat, puts some pine tar on it, and he's ready to go. Runners on second and third, nobody out. Top of the 4th inning. A big error by Montanez has given the flock some life. They're showing a pulse here. The 1-1 to Brodin, who has 3 homers in his last 6 ball games. Fastball away. Count 2-1 here to Joash, who has 9 homers in the season. He does have a walk-off hit against the Patriots back on May 31st. That was one of just 4 saves that Hunton has blown this season. It'll be a 2-1 here to Joash. Ground ball to short. Both runners are going to advance 90 feet, but Brodin will be thrown out. on the 6-3 putout. It is a productive out for Brodin. Scoring is Puckett. Advancing to third is Crawford. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Somerset leads here in the fourth. So good base running by Crawford to advance 90 feet despite the fact the ball was hit in front of him. Infield's going to remain back as Somerset nurses a 2-run lead. Give Brodin an RBI. Here's Vasquez, who struck out swinging his first time up. So the Ducks are chipping away at the deficit here. Fastball away, count 1-0. 3-1 Patriots lead in the fourth. The 1-0. Chopper down the third baseline, foul, count 1-1. Crawford runs extremely well on third. Any ball even hit to medium outfield depth should be able to score Crawford and cut this 2-run deficit in half at 1. And if you're Baez, you would be satisfied with just getting 2 runs here. Zielinski, you just don't want a big inning to occur. Obviously, you want to pick up Montanez, who just dropped the ball in center field. The 1-1. Pop up in the infield. Great job by Zielinski. And it's Brian Bardin, the first baseman, who makes the catch. Equidistant between first and home. Runner stays at third, 2 outs. Wow, really unproductive out by Jan Vasquez right there. And if you're Z, you would definitely sign for just 1 run. So now the defense can really relax. Plays to first. Good job by Zielinski to jam Vasquez and force an infield pop-up. Crawford stays at third. And here comes Dan Lyons, the number 9 hitter. And you got to be careful of a 2-out bunt single from Lyons. That's why Corey Smith is going to play even with the bag. Maybe Tozer even on the grass. He can drop down a bunt with two outs. Fastball up, count 1-0. This is a Ducks team that does not like to bunt. But if there is one guy that does bunt well, it's Dan Lyons. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, count 1-1. I was thinking Lyons would bunt just because he looked so awful in his first at bat. He was late on every fastball that Zielinski blew by him. 3-1 Patriots lead, top of the fourth, 2 outs. Runner 90 feet away at third. The 1-1. And Lyons pokes this foul behind home plate. 1-2 counts. Now with 2 out, two strikes, you're definitely not bunting. Zielinski is at 75 pitches thus far. They're 3 2/3 innings of play. The 1-2. Popped up near the entrance plaza behind home plate. And we'll do it again. Fans were hoping for a ricochet from the suite level, but I guess a lucky fan caught it. There's the Affinity Federal Credit Union suite level. The 1-2 upstairs, count 2-2. This is the jewel of the Atlantic League. It's hard to believe this ballpark has been around for 16 years. Looks like it's 16 days old. Tip-top shape. The 2-2. Fly ball on the right. Should end the inning. Wright's there. Makes the catch. Inning over. An unearned run scores, though. 3-1. Patriots lead heading in the home half of the fourth. Right here exclusively on ESPN.TV.
Is?
View our full inventory of new Ford cars and trucks online at Fullerton.com.
From live sports and event streaming
to creative and compelling commercial production, utilizing cutting-edge technology invented and refined over the past decade, Broadcast Venue specializes in guiding New Jersey through the digital age. Our customized, state-of-the-art mobile broadcasting unit allows for a versatile, uninterrupted broadcast to coincide with a crisp, clear picture that can be viewed on your phone, tablet, or computer. Broadcast Venue, the official broadcast provider of the Somerset Patriots.
Federal Credit Union, banking, investing, advising. Learn how you can always something better at www.joinaffinity.com. Affinity Federal Credit Union. They are the sponsor of the suites above me, right here at the Fullerton.com press box. Looking for a great deal in a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. Bottom of the fourth inning, 3-1 Somerset leads. The Ducks get an unearned run last half inning to chip away at the deficit. Somerset still up a pair. It will be the following hitters: Kotch, Masonette, and Kelly, lower third of the order, due up against John Brunell. Brunell remains in this game. Brunell came to this game 0-1 in 2 starts against Somerset with a 5.11 ERA. He gave up 3 runs in the first inning, but it has seemed to have settled down since. First pitch to Kotch, who hit into a double play his first time up. Is a curveball away, count 1-0. Kevin Kotch retired at the end of the 2009 season. He played in 2 games with Somerset last year because Somerset was desperate for a catcher. He's a local guy from Middlesex, New Jersey. And then this year they've been desperate on numerous occasions because Donaghy's been banged up. And he's probably playing more times than he thought he would. But he keeps himself in good shape. He trains for a triathlon. Blooper into shallow left field. This could drop. Bailey running over makes the catch. 1 away. Well, you see the fans roaming the concourse. Guy's got his hot dogs. We've got fresh craft beers available. The food here is tremendous. Very underrated part of the ballpark experience is food. I think even one of the vendors is eating right there. Here's Edwin Masonette, who grounded out to shortstop. Swing and a miss, count 0-1. But a gorgeous night for baseball here at TD Bank Ballpark. Hard to believe, after this game, there's only 6 home games left. Obviously, we'll have at least 1 home game for the playoffs on Friday, September 26th. But the schedule is really backloaded with road games. Of the final 37 games in this season, 25 of them were on the road, 12 of them were at home. Meso has himself a 1-2 count here. The bottom of the fourth, 3-1 Patriots lead. Somerset's looking to keep the trend going of tallying at least 1 hit in every half inning. Brownell kicks, deals the 1-2. This ball's lofted into right center field. Should be in the ballpark for Lentini, ranging to his left. He makes the catch. 2 outs. Here's Scott Kelly. The Boy Scouts are amped up. See fans with a foam finger. Foam finger, that's one of the best souvenirs that we sell in our team store right behind home plate. You got to get a foam finger if you come to a Patriots game. We are number 1. That's right. Somerset does boast the best overall record in the Atlantic League. 74-43, 31 games above 500, 2 off their high water mark of the season of 33 games above 500. In fact, including tonight, if Somerset goes 17-7 in their final 24 games, they'd amass 91 wins, which would be a franchise record for most wins in a season. Previous record was 90, accomplished from last year's 2013 squad. 17-7, that's very plausible. That's doable. He's playing about .667 baseball. They lead 3-1 here in the fourth. 2 outs to the 9-hitter Scott Kelly from West Windsor, New Jersey. And Kelly muscles one through the left side for a base hit. And now Kelly's aboard, and I think Kelly's stealing right here. And what do you have to lose? If Kelly gets caught stealing, well, then you have your leadoff hitter, Jeff Dominguez, leading off the bottom of the 5th inning. And if Kelly steals successfully, well, then you have a clutch hitter in Dominguez batting with a runner in scoring position. There's absolutely nothing to lose here. Kelly has the 2nd most steals on the team. He has 16 steals in 21 attempts. They may do a pitch out here. They throw over to check on Kelly, nothing doing. This is some sort of 9-1 combo you have with Kelly and Dominguez. Both have combined for 27 steals this season. That's getting it done at the top and bottom of the order. Throw over to check on Kelly again. Looked like he was leaning there. Dominguez is 2 for 2. Single to right center and a single to center field. Jeff's upped his average to 266, 2 homers, 15 RBI. His last home run came on Saturday. Kelly not going. It's a pitch out. Nothing doing. Count 1-0. It's like these guys are watching ESPN.TV while they're playing the game. It'll be a 1-0. See if Kelly's going. You know, now would be a good time to go because rarely do you see a team throw 2 consecutive pitch outs. So you know the Ducks aren't going to throw a pitch out here, so now's your time to go. Brunell really, really preoccupied with Kelly over at first. I think Kelly has to go sometime during the sequence. The 1-0. Kelly's not going. This ball's hit to deep left center field. Going back is Adam Bailey at the warning track. He leaps. He makes the catch at the Miller Lite sign. Bailey robs an RBI double away from Jeff Dominguez. Would have been his 3rd hit through 4 innings of play. Well, we're through 4 innings from TD Bank Ballpark. It's all Patriots. They lead 3-1. Top of the 5th next right here on ESPN.TV.
Somerville Aluminum sets the standard for best in class. For over 3 generations, we've seen products changing, processes changing. What hasn't changed about us is who we are.
From our home to yours, we invite you to explore our new state-of-the-art showroom and visualize your dream. We want you to touch and experience the latest products so you can make the best choices. From kitchens and baths to windows, doors, and siding, we have it all.
Be home assured with Somerville Aluminum.
Come play with us! BSC has the only 4-level fantasy-themed laser tag arena in the country. Drop in for a game or book your next family fun outing and experience the best laser tag in New Jersey. Arcade games for all ages. Win tickets and take home great prizes just like the Shore. BSC also offers exciting party options in a fun and unique environment. Sports leagues, camps, and child development programs. BSC has something for everyone. Stop by and join the excitement.
Welcome back to TD Bank Ballpark. We're through 4 innings of play. Welcome back to the Fullerton.com press box. It's all Patriots early on. They lead 3-1. Capacity crowd on hand. We're going to have fireworks after this game. Somerset, they're in salvage mode. They're trying to avoid just their 2nd sweep the entire season. Zielinski remains in the game for his 5th inning of work. He needs to get through this game to be eligible for his 2nd consecutive win against a good Long Island Duck team.
Chocolate chip cookie. Plenty to go around tonight.
Against a good Long Island Duck team. The batter is going to be Fellant Lentini. Top of the order due up for the Ducks.
For Long Island, the center fielder, Fellant Lentini.
3rd time of the order here. We'll see what adjustments the Flock can make against Matt Zielinski. First pitch is upstairs. Count 1-0. Lentini has the 4th best batting average in the league, and he has the 2nd most hits in the league. He has the 2nd most stolen base in the league and the 2nd most doubles. This guy's 37 years old. One of the elder statesmen in the league. He's having a great year. This is his 2nd year in the Atlantic League. He was with Lancaster in 2012 where he had 319. Swing and a miss. The bat goes flying down the left field line. And it goes about 6 rows up in the stands. And Lentini has to ask for that bat back. You know, here in the minor leagues, we're on a low budget. So the fan in the navy green, forest green shirt got the bat. I think he's going to have to give the bat back. Now, there was a little kid. Did that little kid get hurt? Oh, wow. So they're going to escort him to the first aid kit behind the concourse.
Connecting quality candidates with quality companies since 1985. To learn more, check out the table on the concourse.
So a scary moment here at TD Bank Ballpark. The bat went flying beyond the batter's circle down the third base line, and the kid apparently got hit with the wooden stick on the fly. And he's being taken to the concourse, and he'll be looked at by our medical staff here at TD Bank Ballpark, and we have a first aid kit here, so we hope for the best. I'm sure the kid just probably got the wind knocked out of him. I don't think there's big-time damage to him. And, you know, the sad thing is he had to give the bat back. Hopefully that kid gets compensated with, free tickets to another game, free order of chicken fingers, a gift card to the team store, an autographed baseball, a team photo, something. Someone has to compensate that kid with something. You know, you get hit by a bat, you miss part of the game to get tended to by the medical staff, and you don't even get to keep the bat? I would give him chicken fingers, tickets to another game, and I'd give him a team autographed baseball. That's what I would do. I'm sure that's what is being done. I'll never find out for sure. Well, there's a fly out, and there's one away. Top of the fifth inning, 3-1 Patriots lead the Ducks. Here comes Brendan Harris. Harris has 6 hits in this series. Found in the inning behind home plate, count 0-1. Seems like everybody around the child that was hit seems to be okay, but we do hope everybody is on the lookout. I mean, really hard hit bats and baseballs maybe flying towards your area. You know, there is the screen behind home plate, but the screen doesn't cover everything. In for a called strike count, 0-2. And nowadays with the iPhones and the smartphones and the iPads, you know, people are on those all the time. Various arenas and ballparks now have free Wi-Fi, so, you know, you're on Twitter, you're on Facebook, and you're not really even paying attention to the game. Maybe they were watching the game on ESPN.TV and weren't even paying attention. I'm sure there's a little delay. Cranked down the left field line, foul. Count 1-2. Somerset's led from start to finish. They lead 3-1 here in the top of the fifth. 3 runs in the first inning for the Patriots. It's funny, Somerset has 5 runs in this series. They've all come in the first inning. They had a leadoff homer from Harold on Tuesday, an RBI single from Montanez on Wednesday. Those both came in the first inning. And tonight they scored 3 runs in the first inning. There's some fans right now using their iPhones and watching ESPN.TV. They're not even paying attention to the game. You do realize that ESPN.TV is on a 30-second delay. And now the guy wants to see ESPN.TV. It's so popular. Everybody wants to watch it. But if you're watching at the ballpark, you have to remember there's a 30-second delay. You have to watch what's happening right now at the same time. This ball's cranked to deep left field. Going back is Eggleston. Warning track wall. It's going to be off the base of the wall. 7th hit of the series for Brendan Harris. The throw to second is going to be in time. He got him! Outfield assist from Aaron Eggleston from the warning track. Welcome back from Mexico, Eggy. They got him. 7-4 if you're scoring at home. A beautiful outfield assist by Aaron Eggleston. You can put down the phone and enjoy that moment, girl. Great outfield assist from Aaron Eggleston. So give a single for Brendan Harris. He's now 3 for 3, but a 7-4 outfield assist if you're scoring at home. Negates the double. Good defense by Aaron Eggleston. That was a bullet throw from the warning track and left. He threw a one-hopper to Scott Kelly at second, and it was a perfect throw because Harris slid headfirst into the tag. It's good to have Aaron Eggleston back in left field. 1-0, and Ford hits one right into the middle of Brian Bardon, inning over. Somerset flashing some leather in this series finale. We are halfway through this contest here from TD Bank Ballpark. 3-1, Somerset leads Long Island. Second half of the action coming up right here on ESPN.TV.
Hi.
Sorry, we're closed.
What? I need help with my deposit.
The bank has rules.
It's really quick.
I can't hear you.
I promise I'm gonna be really quick.
I can't hear you through the glass.
I'll be quick.
You'll be quick. That's what you just said?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. We're closed.
You know what? Okay, hey, sir, okay.
It's time to bank human again. That's why TD Bank has the longest hours and even stays open an extra 10 minutes for when you run late. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Looking for incredible savings and selection on leading brands of furniture and bedding? Visit Flemington Department Store, family owned and operated for over 50 years. Our 2-acre showroom features the brands you want, all at exceptional values. Flemington's highly trained furniture experts are not on commission, so you can experience a pressure-free and informative shopping experience. Come explore the best-kept secret in New Jersey at the Flemington Department Store on Route 31 in Flemington.
Cup Pack 148, Cup Pack 33 Milltown, and Troop 8312.
Be safe behind the wheel by avoiding the distractions within your control. Don't text or talk on your cell phone while you're driving. It's dangerous against the law. This message brought to you by NJM Auto Insurance. SPN.TV is your brand new media network, brand new to the organization this year, streaming 20 games throughout the season. We also have various different shows. For all the information, just log on to SPN.TV. But I don't need to tell you that because you should already be logged on to SPN.TV right now. An exclusive Somerset Patriots broadcast, no radio tonight, strictly on SPN.TV. Somerset trying to go 14-3 when SPN.TV broadcast a game. Aaron Eggleston loops one down the left field line. Foul? Count 0-1. Well, how many times do you see it? A player makes a great defensive play the previous half inning, and then he leads off in the ensuing half inning. That's the case with Aaron Eggleston. He's 0 for 2, but forget about his offense for a second. He had a beautiful outfield assist. Part of that 1-2-3, top of the 5th inning for Matt Zielinski. It's good to see number 91 back in the batting order. The 0-1. Fastball away, count 1-1. Aaron didn't have as much success as he wanted to in Mexico the past 2 weeks. Only hit past 2 months, I should say, only hit .217. But he enjoyed his experience out there. Ground ball up the middle, backhanded by Puckett, off balance toward first, and Eggleston's going to be out. Oh my goodness, he was out? And Jody is sprinting to Freddie DeJesus, and he is arguing here. And Jody may get tossed. He is arguing with DeJesus right now. How is Eggleston out? Jody is a mild-mannered Southern guy, and he's going to get tossed from Freddie D. The 6'4" Jody is towering over Freddie DeJesus right now, and he cannot believe that call. Wow. Aaron Eggleston was clearly safe. I didn't even think it was close. Brett Jody is distraught and disgruntled. Wow.
Right fielder, Ty Wright.
I would have sure thought the way Jody sprinted out there, his face got red, he was going to get tossed. But DeJesus is going to keep him in the game. Oh, wow. And that's the kind of guy Brett Jody is. He's going to get his back for the players. Naked eye. Wow. I mean, tie goes to the runner. I didn't even think it was a tie. I thought he clearly beat it out. And that's huge because you would have the leadoff runner on with your meat of the order coming up. Instead, there's one out, nobody on. Look, it's only a 3-1 ball game here in the 5th. Every run against the Ducks is precious because they have a great offensive club, especially against a leader like Brunell, the reigning Atlantic League Championship Series MVP. Brett's fired up. You know, you talk to Brett Jody, a mild-mannered guy from South Carolina, but he's into it right now. Hands on his hips. He's chirping. The 1-1. Wright whiffs on the bunt attempt, count 1-2. He's pacing around. He's angry right now. I don't blame him. Brett's only been ejected once this season. The 1-2. Low and in, count 2-2. 2-2. We have seen a handful of ejections, though, in the second half of the season. Spencer's been tossed a couple times. Brodin was ejected once. McCall was ejected once. Ty Wright was ejected once. He's at the plate right now. Mike DeMarc was tossed once. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ty Wright, who's already extended his hitting streak to 6 games. Patriots lead 3-1, bottom of the 5th inning. Brett Jody, though, should be a slam dunk decision for Manager of the Year this year. Last year, Gary Gaetti won it, and Gaetti won it rightfully so. Skeeters won 95 games last year, which was an Atlantic League record for most wins in a single season by a team. Gaetti was the obvious choice last year, even though Brett did a phenomenal job in year 1. But year 2, it's all about Brett Jody. He's clearly done the best job of the 8 managers in the Atlantic League. Somerset's been the best team since spring training. There's been no doubt about it. It'll be a 3-2 count here to Ty Wright. And Brett's a lifelong Patriot. This is a guy who's been a pitcher, director of player personnel, pitching coach, now a manager. Actually, Brett Jody this year, he's looking to join Kevin Baez, the only person in Atlantic League history to win a title as a player and as a manager. Baez won it as a player in 2004 with the Ducks, then as a manager in 2012 and 2013. Chest high hop to short, throw to first in time, 2 outs.
Third baseman, Corey Smith.
So 2 outs, nobody on. 3-1 is the score. Somerset leads bottom of the 5th. Here's Corey Smith, who extended his hitting streak to 16 ball games. 16 straight. His walk-up song, Don't Tell Him by Jeremiah. I want to tell everybody about this hitting streak. Are you kidding me? 16 games for Corey Smith, a power hitter with a 16-game hitting streak. Let's not forget he had a 14-game hitting streak earlier this summer. Low and in, count 1-0. He is hitting .306 this season, 8th best batting average in the league. This guy hit .269 last year. Fly ball on the right, should in the inning. Evan Crawford's there to haul it in. He does. Through 5, 3-1. Patriots lead the Ducks. Top of the 6th we go, exclusively on ESPN.TV.
You guys getting those playoff beers ready?
Oh, you know it.
Let's do this.
Woo! Looking good, Sparky. Looking real good. Looking good, John. Somerset Patriots! Looking good, Lee.
You too, General.
Now, we're not shaving until the Patriots win a championship, right?
No chance.
Awesome. Woo!
Let's see if Xavier can score one here. Number 5. And it's Jason.
G&B Janitorial Supply, a family-owner-owned business since 1991. Green Seal certified and have a full line of janitorial needs for all your business home cleaning needs. Call us at 732-271-0535 or find us on the web at www.gnbinc.com. Thomas Espino Roofing, LLC is your local roofing experts, proudly serving Somerset County. Call us today at 732-560-8311 or visit us online at thomasballardoRoofing.com. Well, we head to the top of the 6th inning. Somerset nursing a 3-1 lead. Good day to share some popcorn and mozzarella sticks with your family. Enjoy a Somerset Patriots game from 7 to 10 p.m. Go home, watch a Rutgers football game tonight on Fox Sports 1, or you can listen to it on WCTC 1450 a.m. So it's a big night here in Central Jersey. Patriots and Rutgers in action. Here's Adam Bailey. Fastball up and away, count 1-0. Time for a Nissan scoreboard update brought to you by Nissan, innovation that excites. Choose Nissan.com. Stormers up 4-1 on the Bluefish. Top of the 6th inning from Clipper Magazine Stadium. Camden's tripling up Sugarland 6-2 in the 5th from Campbell's Field. And the Revs are up 3-1 on the Crabs in the 5th inning in Waldorf, Maryland. Happy college football opening night to all college football fans across the country. Currently on the SEC network, Texas A&M is pretty much doubling up South Carolina, 45-21. Tail into the third quarter. Ole Miss is out to a quick 7-0 lead over Boise State. Later tonight at 10 o'clock, Rutgers will take on Washington State. It'll be a 2-1 here to Bailey. Foul tipped into the mitting of Kevin Kotch. Count 2-2. But there'll be some other big college football games going on this weekend. Georgia and Clemson should be a good one. Today marks game 4 of the NFL preseason for a lot of different teams. Ground ball off the glove of Matt Zielinski. He underhand tosses it to first. It's going to be in time. He got him. But hopefully Zielinski's okay. That may have hit him on the glove / back. Not quite sure. And first-year trainer Hiroshi Roberts is going to go out and talk things over with Zielinski to make sure he's okay. That was a hot shot. Wasn't sure if it hit off the belt, back, or glove of Zielinski. And now Hiroshi Roberts is talking things over with Z. Good news is not clip him on the fingers. You know, you never want to see a finger injury. If you took one on the back, you can absorb some contact. Z's kind of smiling right now. I think he's okay. I think he's more happy the fact that he just got the out instead of allowing a leadoff infield single. So 1-3 on the putout, and Jody even comes out as well, and he doesn't even need warm-up pitches. So just a little bit of a stinger. I'm sure he'll have to ice up his back after the game. But Zielinski's fine. 1 out here in the top of the 6th, 3-1. The Patriots lead. Braves are up 1-0 in the Mets in the 8th inning from Citi Field. Yankees lost 3-2 to the Tigers. That's your Nissan scoreboard update. Z appeared fine on that pitch. Count 1-0 to Puckett, who is 1 for 2. He has scored the lone run. It was via an RBI groundout. The 1-0. Found in the inning behind home plate. Sticks across the board here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Get you a pitch count on Matt Zielinski here. Zielinski is currently sitting at 96 pitches through 6 1/3 innings. There's no activity in the Patriot pen. The 1-1. In for a called strike, count 1-2. And this is the second straight quality outing from Matt Zielinski. This is the best offensive team in the Atlantic League that he's facing. And he's doing a really nice job. Because you got to remember, these starting pitchers, there's a lot to play for. Who knows what the playoff rotation is going to be? Called strike 3, good spillover fastball, Puckett down looking. With David Percy out for the foreseeable future with a right oblique injury, nobody really knows what the rotation is going to be for the postseason. I mean, every single starter can make a case for being the Game 1 starter. Gary Moran hasn't lost since June 5th. Matt Zielinski started the All-Star game. Matt Maloney's an ex-big leaguer and a savvy veteran. Josh Lowy led the league in ERA last year. Eric Arneson was the opening night starter each of the last 2 seasons. He's due to come back sometime, hopefully next week. He threw a live simulated game before tonight's game, and everything appeared to be fine. David Harden has postseason experience. It's a tough choice that Damo and Jody have to make. I think fans are discussing it right now. They're asking each other, who do you think is going to start Game 1? I have no idea. Liner to center. Is Montanez going to grab this one? He does! So the tougher one he grabs, he drops the easy one. Through 6 1/2, 3-1, Somerset leads. Bottom of the 6th we go on SPN.TV right here on the Somerset Patriots Baseball Media Network.
The rest of the details on this great promotion. Thank you, Paul. Sorry, I was up getting that funnel cake there, guys. All right, here's the deal. There's a chip on the scoreboard, and there's fans in the stands. Fans, if you're on the first base side, you're going to be rooting for the black chip. If you are on the third base side, you're going to be rooting for the red chip. If you're behind home plate, you're rooting for the white chip. So make some noise. If your chip wins, you're going home with Frisbees. Make some noise. Frisbees are getting thrown to whoever's the loudest. Here they come. They're coming down the courthouse in downtown Somerville. I don't know. Who's got it third, first, home? Make some noise, guys. And the block button is your winner, which means first base side, you guys are getting Frisbees. Xfinity is your home for the most live sports. Congratulations, first base side. Hey fans, don't forget, coming up at the end of tonight's ballgame, another great TD Bank Ballpark post-game fireworks show. All right, Brian Bensinger.
So we get things going, capacity crowd on in, having a lot of fun. The Patriots are winning. There's giveaways in between half innings, beautiful weather, fireworks after the game. There's football games to watch when you come home. It's a win-win situation. This is the best time of year.
Leading off the home sixth inning, the center fielder, Luis Montanez.
Here comes Luis Montanez. He's probably the player of the game right now. I know he dropped that ball in center field, but he's 2 for 2, made some athletic catches. You know, it's hard to believe it's August 28th, and we have not had Luis Montanez on a post-game show interview. That's stunning to me. The 1-0. And this ball's launched in the left field line, count 1-1. And you got to remember, last year when Somerset lost the Ducks in the playoffs, Montanez, he was an affiliated ball with the Angels organization. He wasn't with Somerset. He wanted to come back this year to fulfill his obligation of helping this team win. Grounder up the middle, fielded by Puckett, off balance sort of first. He got him. They had him played perfectly. 1 away. Brunell is retired 5 straight. Here's Brian Bardon. Zielinski was at 101 pitches through 6 innings of work. It'll be interesting to see if he comes back out for the 7th. I think he's going to be done. Bardon's 0 for 1. Check that 0 for 2. In for a ball. Count 1-0. That is Mike DeMark warming up in the Somerset Patriots bullpen, deep down the right field line. Now, if you're Somerset, you want to score at least one more run here. You feel real confident you get one more run. When this team scores 4 or more runs, they are 61-9. When they score 3 runs or fewer, they're just 13-34. Last night scored 1 run, lost. Other night, they scored 1 run, lost. The 2-0. Poured in for a strike, count 2-1. 4 is the magic number with this team. 61-9 when they lead after 4 innings. And if this team can grab a lead after 7 innings, they're 50-2 this season when they lead after 7 frames. Pop up shallow right. This may drop. Bermuda Triangle out there. A lot of hang time, though, and Crawford eventually camps under it. There's 2 outs. 6 straight retired by John Brunell. Brunell is at 90 pitches thus far. So it looks like they'll go DeMark for the 7th, Lowey for the 8th, and Hunton for the 9th. That'll be the formula. Guys like Lowey and Hunton should be well rested. They have not pitched since Sunday, and it's Thursday. Here's Kotch. He grounds this one on the first baseline. It's going to be fair. This will rattle around in the bullpen where Hunton and Lowey are sitting. As Kotch is digging to second. He's thinking about third. It's turbo time for Kevin Kotch. He is going to make it safely. A triple for Kevin Kotch. Wow. This guy retired in 2009. 5 years later, he still has some wheels. Making an emergency start behind the plate because Donnie, he was placed on the DL with a left toe injury. And Kotch gets himself his first triple in 5 years. So 2 outs, runner on third. Kotch may need some oxygen over there. A catcher legging out a triple, very rare. Here's Edwin Masonette. Meso's 0 for 10 in the series. He may lay down a bunt here. 3-1 the score. Patriots looking for that elusive 4th run, which would pretty much guarantee them to victory.